Hey guys, so I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be filming a things that I like video, which is just going to kind of include everything. So it might have a couple of beauty related products, it might have just random objects that I like, films, music and that kind of thing. I've done obviously a lot of beauty related content on my channel before because beauty is kind of something that I'm really into, and for a long time my blog was very beauty focused, but recently my blog's kind of been evolving and I've been trying to make it more of a reflection of kind of me on the whole. Like obviously I'm very interested and passionate about beauty, but that's a teeny tiny little portion of my life, and when I look back on my blog and I look back on my YouTube channel, I want to be able to kind of see everything else that's going on as well and see other things that I've liked and other passions that I've had and that kind of thing. If you follow my blog, or if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or if you know me at all, then you've probably heard me bang on about moving flat recently. We moved into this place about 2 weeks ago now, coming up to 2 weeks ago, and we really love it. So I guess that could be like a favourite in itself actually, is our new place, because compared to the place that we were at before, this place is a bit of a dream come true. It's lovely, and the only problem is that when I'm filming we have a really busy street outside, so it might get a little bit noisy, so I hope that you can't hear that, but I do apologise if you can. But one place that we have really enjoyed shopping since we've been in our new place is Habitat, and we actually have a Habitat in our local Homebase. We don't have like a standalone store in the city anymore, but it's just really good. We found some really good pieces at really good value actually, because I think Habitat can be a little bit pricey, but in Homebase especially they have a lot of sales on and a lot of things are really well priced, and we've just kind of found a whole range of things that we've fallen in love with. But I'm just going to show you a couple that I've gone and picked up. So this is one of our favourite mugs. This is called the Galettes mug. It's like a stoneware mug, really good quality. It's got that kind of speckled finish effect, and we have a few of these and we absolutely love them, and I think they were like £2 or something ridiculous, and they're just really nice. I really like those. And we also have this, which is a big kind of throw. It sits on our new sofa, which we got from made.com, which is like another place that we really love shopping. I got this originally because our sofa was going to be kind of dark charcoal, but our carpets are actually dark charcoal, so we went for the dark brown sofa in the end, and it just looks really nice with it. It was a gift from my boyfriend's mum, like a moving in present, and it's just really nice. And I think this was about, I'm not sure, it was under £50, so obviously it's how much you're going to pay for a throw at the end of the day, and it's really cosy and really comfy. My next favourite is really fitting with what I've got on my nails today, and that's just kind of red nails. I wrote a post about how much I love red nails, and they're really all that I've been wearing recently, kind of reds and nudes, which are my two favourite shades to wear on my nails. So I've just got a few little red nail polishes here to show you some of my favourites. I have the Rimmel Salon Pro in Hip Hop, which I spoke about in my last video I think, and these are probably my favourite formula. This is a very kind of orange toned red. It's practically the same actually as the one that I'm wearing today, which is Essie's Hip-Anema. So this is quite a good dupe of it, but they're both really lovely and really wearable. I also have the Natural Collection nail polish in Red Robin, which is probably like the truest red that I own. It's a very kind of classic 50s inspired red. It looks absolutely gorgeous, especially if you have super pale skin as I do. That's really lovely, and it's about, I think it's under £2, and they wear really well. I love the Natural Collection nail polishes. And I also have Essie fishnet stockings, which is probably my favourite kind of wintry red. It's a very deep red, but it doesn't quite reach that burgundy stage. But it's just, again, a really lovely red, and especially in the colder months, this is the one that I always opt for. My next favourite is this, and it is the Origins Peace of Mind on the Spot Relief. I have mentioned this in a blog post before, so I will link to that down below if you want to know a little bit more about it. I'm not too much of like a stressy person, but I do kind of get very anxious at times, and I do get quite stressed out, and this is just fantastic if you are that kind of person as well, if you're a bit of a worrier, as I sadly am. I didn't used to be, but kind of as I've got older, and life has more stresses when you're an adult, and this just eases that tension a little bit. Literally use like a tiny little bit on your finger and kind of rub it in between your fingers, pat it on your earlobes, on your temples, on the back of your neck, and just kind of breathe it in. It's very, very minty, quite a strong minty fragrance. It is a little bit of a placebo effect, I don't know, but I do feel like when I have this in my handbag, even kind of just knowing that it's there with me and knowing that I can just pull it out if I need it and I need a little bit of a breather can just really, really help. Next I'm going to talk about film, and it's the film that I actually watched quite a few months ago now. We kind of went through a stage where myself and my boyfriend watch a lot of films, and obviously this film was nominated for an Oscar and we watched pretty much all of the ones that were nominated, and this one was without doubt my favourite, and it is Dallas Buyers Club. If you haven't seen it, then I would recommend going to see it because it's not one that I was particularly excited about. I've seen Matthew McConaughey in like interviews and stuff talking about it, and I don't really think that it would be my cup of tea. The storyline gripped me and I didn't really think that I would connect with it as well as I did, but it was just really, really kind of, I don't know if it was more like the acting is brilliant, but it's just really kind of hit a spot with me. I made a really good connection with it, and it's one that I would definitely recommend anyone to see. Jared Leto is amazing in it, as I say, Matthew McConaughey is phenomenal, and it's based on a true story as well. And a lot of my favourite films are based on true stories because I just find it incredibly kind of interesting, and I find them a lot more gripping if I can kind of feel like, okay, this has actually happened to somebody and this is real and this is somebody's life, and when you think about it in those terms, it is a really fascinating film, so I would go and see that if you haven't already. The next thing that I want to talk about is Pinterest, because I've become something of a Pinterest addict and I never really thought that I would, but the hair and beauty sections, the home decor sections, women's fashion, and just kind of searching. I search a lot for the Olsen twins, I will admit that. The board that I have on there is called Inspiration, and I literally just pin like makeup looks, I pin fashion outfit ideas that I like, I pin hairstyles that I like, I pin things that I want to try, things that I want to experiment with, things that have inspired me, kind of things in the home. If you do have Pinterest, then please drop your link down below because I would love to come and check out some of your boards because I'm just fascinated by it. I absolutely love it and I could get lost in there all day, I'm pretty sure. The final kind of product that I want to talk about is the Youthful Body Fondant Firming Cream. I raved about this all last winter, and now that the weather has got a little bit colder, I've dug it out again and repurchased a new tub. It smells really, really good, as all of the Youthful products do. I don't think I've come across a Youthful product that doesn't smell just heavenly. It's gorgeous, and this is just such a lovely, it's kind of quite a rich body cream, but it sinks into the skin really, really quickly, and I kind of just envelop myself in it, especially when it gets colder and you just want something that's really, really going to kind of plump up the skin and give it a little bit more life. And yeah, I just absolutely love this and I would definitely recommend giving it a try. Another favourite is the Zara Autumn Winter collection. If you haven't been in store to go and see it or looked online yet, then you really should, because it is just gorgeous and there are so many different pieces from it that I want, especially the scarves. I think there's about 5 or 6 scarves that I desperately have convinced myself that I need. And yeah, I love Zara anyway, but this year they seem to have really, really knocked it out of the park, and there's so many different bits that I really want, so I might have to add a few to my birthday list because I can't afford everything that I want, let's be honest here. I might have to pick just a few things that I want and kind of, I might do a haul maybe if I do collect enough bits, but you never know, we'll see how it goes. Last but not least is a band, and it's a band that I absolutely loved when I was growing up, and they're called Seabear. I absolutely loved them, as I say, in my kind of MySpace years, which was probably about 14, 15, and I'd forgotten all about them. One of their songs, Hands Remember, I put on a recent playlist on my blog. I do kind of the occasional playlist so you can find out more about like the music that I like on there. I hadn't listened to them for a really, really long time, and I just sat and listened to that whole album again, and it is just still gives me tingles. I absolutely love it, and it kind of reminded me why I loved them so much in the first place, and I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. I haven't listened to them in such a long time. If you haven't checked them out already, then you definitely should, because they just make beautiful, beautiful music, and it's all very kind of enchanting, and I love it. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon.